Welcome back to the fastest 3 hours in news talk. Republican representative for the North Carolina 2nd Congressional District, Renee Ellmers. Congresswoman, let's go ahead and talk about some legislation here. One act which has just got to sail through as quick as it possibly can is the Hire More Heroes Act, which has been languishing now for quite some time. It's got bipartisan support. Explain a little bit about this, because if we're going to do something for our veterans, the real heroes, this is something that there's no good reason why it has not been passed.
No, and you're absolutely right. This is a very, very good bill. This is another bill that was held up by Harry Reid and the Democrat majority in the Senate. After passing the House, having great bipartisan support and much support in the Senate, there was a discussion of holding it up. That's what Harry Reid did.
Why did he do that, though?
Because this affects Obamacare. This is basically telling our veterans, the veterans who have fought and the veterans who have sacrificed so much to us, that they should be treated like everyone else. This is an opportunity for employers to actually be able to look at veterans and empower them to hire more veterans, because it gives them a little more opportunity to move forward in business. And it basically will exempt those veterans from Obamacare, and thereby allowing the employers to not have to count them in the tally of employees that are having to be covered under Obamacare. So the issue always seems to come back to Obamacare, unfortunately, and the need for the Democrats to continue this awful law moving forward.
Is there any doubt, and again, for the people who've not heard about this, you just put it in very good language here. Is there any reason why? I mean, is there something we're missing here? Because there's always something buried in the details here as to why you would not want to pass this bill. Are we missing something hidden here?
No, it's actually very straightforward. It's very open. This is such a good bill. You know, you pointed it out right from the beginning. This should have sailed through, last Congress. This is an issue that the American people. This is why the American people are so frustrated with us when they see us not even able to move a bill that would help our veterans forward because of political issues or political reasons. Then yes, the American people have lost trust, and that's the trust that we have to restore.
Congresswoman, that's despicable, is it not? I mean, when you've got veterans out there trying to get a job and you're not doing everything you can to help them get a job.
And every member of Congress, House and Republican, House and Senate, will tell you that they fight for veterans every day. And yet here's a perfect opportunity where we could have helped them a long time ago to move forward, to get jobs, to move this economy forward. It's a win-win situation. And there again, it's one we will bring up quickly into the new Congress, because we know how much it will help America and help our veterans.
All right, I mentioned the Keystone Pipeline a couple of moments ago. Now, the president says very little impact, nominal impact on U.S. gas prices. There are temporary jobs that are involved here. Do you believe that, as some do, that perhaps the time has passed for the Keystone Pipeline to be something that is fought over so hard?
No, this is something that we need to move forward. This is something that we need to look into the future. We have to stop being so short-sighted when it comes to the country and when it comes to our game plan and how we move forward with a plan of action for the American people. Yes, gas prices have come down now. Yes, there's less of a need and an outcry from the American people on the cost of energy. But that's exactly why we need to move forward on Keystone Pipeline. Let's get something positive done now that's going to affect the future for the country. We need to start taking steps now for the future. I look back over previous administrations who did not deal with energy policy, and that's why we're in the position that we're in today and why we've suffered so long. Things might look a little brighter today than they did a year ago or 2 years ago, but this is exactly why it's so important that we move forward and actually get something done.
I got about a minute left here. Is it fair to say that without lawyers getting involved, there's no way to go against executive amnesty and the repeal of Obamacare? Lawyers are going to have to be involved in here, basically governing by judicial help.
Well, this is the issue, though. The judiciary is the third branch of the federal government. This is about checks and balances. This is what our founding fathers put in place. That's exactly why we need to call on the judiciary now in this situation. We need to do everything we can to fight the president on his executive orders and executive actions, and bringing in the judiciary is the appropriate action.
Is there any doubt in your mind, 30 seconds we have left, that the judiciary will side with the Republicans on this, that you will be able to stop amnesty and Obamacare through the courts?
Well, I'll tell you, I hate to give any guarantees whatsoever, especially when it comes to the court system. But at the same time, I know what I believe in. I know what I believe in the Constitution, and I believe constitutionally we have the support that we need. And if those things are abided by, we will achieve what we need to, and we will hold the president. After all, he himself has said in the past that he can't take executive action on immigration and on amnesty, and then we see what he's done. So, let's let it play out. Let's not make any guarantees. Let's not be critical. Let's just watch this happen, and we will fight the president on this issue.
Starting gate, and here we go. Congresswoman Renee Ellmers, thanks so much for joining us. We'll talk again.